So let's make two main points of this video. First, Rian Johnson is actually pretty competent at writing a screenplay. Second, he's still in talks with Lucasfilms about possibly working on Star Wars. Check out an article. Here we see, this is from Variety. It says, Oscar nominee Rian Johnson on Knives Out sequel and his future with Star Wars. So we're not so interested in Knives Out at all, but we are interested in what he said about Star Wars. So, I'm going to read just a little bit about Knives Out, not too much at all, then we'll get to the Star Wars stuff. Among the many twists and turns in his thoroughly modern whodunit Knives Out, writer-director-producer Rian Johnson can count one more, an Oscar nomination for Best Original Screenplay. So like I said, you know, I haven't seen Knives Out, but I'm sure it's not the worst movie. I mean, I don't care what it says politically. That's not important. What I want to see is that he could write a story from point A to point B to point C and make pretty good characters. And from what I've seen, the characters look pretty good. Looks like a normal movie. It looks fine. So why did we get Rose Tico and Holdo and all that crap? I think it was because of Kathleen Kennedy in the story group, and Rian Johnson was just there as the lapdog, the hitman you could say, who did the dirty work. So I think this is evidence towards that. I'm blown away, man. We just set out to make a fun movie that audiences could enjoy, unlike The Last Jedi, which half the fan base and a lot of the audiences hated. And I more than hated it. Sorry, if you're out there, you like The Last Jedi, but I will not hide that fact on this channel. I really, really, really hate that movie. And you know, what happened to his whole thing about, well, I want half the audience to hate it? How come he didn't try something controversial in this movie like he did with Luke? Or, well, whoever tried that. But, you know, the thing is, seems like this movie just flowed like a normal movie, and there was really no issue about characters, things like that, these weird surprises. Just saying, you know, in Star Wars, why take the risk with these classic legendary characters? Alright, let's see what he goes on to say about Star Wars. Johnson also confirmed that he may still have another gig in a galaxy far, far away. When asked if he was still in active development of any future Star Wars projects, he responded, I'm still talking to Lucasfilm, but they haven't announced anything on their slate yet. They haven't announced anything. He said he's still talking to them. So, I guess what that means is he's still in negotiation. They're still contemplating giving him a contract. They're still contemplating letting him write some movie, trilogy. I don't know what it is. You know, obviously we don't know. We think it's a trilogy, but at this point, who knows? Yeah, I said that like 3 times. With The Rise of Skywalker doing pretty bad, you could say. I know, as a normal movie, it's doing great, but as a Star Wars movie, it ends up lower than Rogue One probably. So, you know, we can't say the run isn't totally finished, but it looks like it's going to be very, very low, maybe not even $1 billion. Why would they take on Rian Johnson, who pretty much made that happen for The Rise of Skywalker? I will say, you know, I think there were ways they could have fixed it up better. Somebody suggested, look, just have Luke come back to life. You know, it could be a miracle, or he never even died. Just do it. Just get him right in there. Get him in the advertisements, and just make it happen. They could have had Luke fight Palpatine. I mean, I would have settled for that over Rey. Who the hell knows? Maybe it would have worked. Just saying. There could have been ways where we would have been like, alright, it's a little weird. It doesn't quite work, but it's a hell of a lot better than, you know, Rey kissing Ben and Rey killing Palpatine and this Wayfinder baloney. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about that. Is this news ever going to end? How can this news end with Rian Johnson and this connection with Lucasfilms? Well, it's probably going to end like a decade from now when it just hasn't happened or it has happened. And for the next couple of years, we're probably going to be getting news on and off of Rian Johnson saying he's might going to make a Star Wars movie. They might take him back, something like that. And I'm not going to report on it unless he says something from his mouth. I figured I'd make this video because he said something, got it from the horse's mouth. I'm not going to report on like third parties on it, I don't think, because this is the biggest flip-flop news ever. I guess, like I said, it's interesting. Do a shout out. I'm going to give a shout out here to Echo Base Network. They got something cool coming out on the 18th. It's a documentary about the sequel trilogy. Told them I'd give them a little push on it, and I will. Another one, but here's a shout out for now. I always mess up the end of videos because I don't know how to end them. And I just end them like this by saying I mess them up and that no one complains. And I guess it's working out pretty good so far. See you next time.